Greetings and salutations. In this video, I want to talk about one of my personal pet peeves of attending Zoom meetings. I've recently attended a number of meetings for a course that I am taking and have become increasingly frustrated with trying to read very small bits of the screen. So this is a very easy thing to fix. I wanted to show you how to fix it. Let me get my head out of the way and we'll start talking. All right, so here I am at a desktop view. You can see that I have a presentation in Google Slides. And if I decided to share my entire screen, this is what you would see coming out of it. But that's not really what I want to do. So if I jump over here to the Zoom meeting, first of all, you can see me again, hi. But let's go ahead down here to share screen. And let's start off with the easiest one. Let's go ahead and share the application window of the application that we have been working with. All right, so here is what I see as the presentation. And let's switch this up a little bit. I want to look at this. I don't need so much of me. But we see here, this is the window. All right, this is the computer where I am hosting it. This is everything that I'm looking at. Over here is what the guest is seeing when they are looking at this presentation. The big idea here is that I'm seeing all of this extra detail that is really not necessary. And the presentation that I'm trying to view is quite a bit smaller than the entire space on my screen. We can do better than that. So let's go ahead and stop this share and let's look at this from a different perspective. Let's go back to getting that extra face of mine out of here so you can see the entirety of my workspace as the host. And let's go ahead and hit that share button again, only this time we're going to go into the advanced settings. In the advanced settings, there are a couple of options. The one that I'm specifically interested in is portion of screen. And let's go ahead and share that instead. When I share that, it gives me a very similar looking thing, only now I have this bright green rectangle that I can move about. And that is the portion that is actually viewable. Let's jump back over here so that I can see what's happening on my view as well as on a guest's view. Again, I can still see everything going on. The guest can see just a little bit, although we've got a bit of a problem because as it's currently set up, part of the presentation is cut off. That's pretty easy to take care of. I can click on the title bar, the big bold part of this, and I can drag that around. And let's move it so it's right there, so I'm not taking anything extra off the top left. It takes a little bit to update, and then you see that that change is reflected in what is shared to the guest. I can then, I don't know if you can quite see the mouse, but I can grab onto the bottom corner like I'm resizing a window. I can click and drag. I can make this a little bit bigger so that it fills out the rest of the space. And there we go. Now we have the entire presentation being shared. I can still see everything. I can still navigate from slide to slide. The guest doesn't have to see all of the other stuff. It makes it a lot easier to read because it makes the thing that you're actually trying to look at a lot bigger on the screen. It makes it easier for you because then you can not worry about what's going on with all of your bookmarks and everything else on the screen. You can just focus on making sure that you have things set up correctly. Another one of my pet peeves is if I'm not careful, the view of my camera is showing up in my share. So I really need to make sure that that's out of the way and nothing really too complicated going on there. All right. So that's the basic idea. It's very straightforward. If you hadn't seen something like this before, I hope that you take advantage of this, make your life and your students' lives easier moving forward.